Okay, drums, it's your turn for a video. Now, you guys are a little bit more tricky because you can't see my drum, and I know that it's helpful to see my hands. So we're going to do things a little bit differently until we get back to seeing each other. So for today, today's recording, I'm going to do a call and response with you. So in other words, I'm going to play something and you're going to play it back to me. You're going to say, well, Miss Mello, how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to play a rhythm, and then when I'm done playing the rhythm, I'm going to click my sticks 4 times, and that will be your turn to play the rhythm. So the best way I can explain it to you is I'm going to play, and then I will sing what you're supposed to do. So for example, I might play bum, 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 bum. You would just copy me. You would copy me, and I'm doing this to help you keep the beat so that we stay in that steady beat. I might play this. Bum, 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 bum. And we're going to go back and forth for about 30 seconds to a minute. Sometimes the rhythms will copy each other, and other times they'll be different. Okay, so we're just going to try this as a little warm-up. Remember, when you're holding your stick, your thumb goes up the drumstick. You are not wrapping it around. It goes up the drumstick, and your wrist is nice and loose. Your wrist is where all the work gets done, and you are tapping on that surface. You can go on the floor and do this, on a carpet, not on good furniture, maybe on a book, somewhere where you're going to have that nice return of your drumstick. Okay, so let's play this little exercise. Here we go. 1, 2, I play first. You play. Okay, so that's part 1. We're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to do it a little bit faster. We're going to work on that hand speed. Same thing, I play, you repeat it. We're going to do it a little bit faster. Here we go, little challenge. 1, 2, I play first. Okay, good job. Now, in your packet, I'm going to grab my packet. You are going to notice that there are some new notes that you haven't seen before. Those are called 16th notes. Those are called 16th notes. Now, 16th notes move very quickly. And for today, all I'm going to do is let you listen to how they play. We're going to do a little bit of repeating. And then next week when I do a new video, I'll use my board and we'll work on them before we get into our packet. So those group of notes are called 16th notes. And if you look at the top of your page where they have, it's kind of faded out, you're going to see the number 1, the letter E, and then there's that and symbol, and then ah. I know it's really hard to see, but you can see 1, E, and ah. Kind of like how we counted 8th notes, 1 and 2 and, but now there are more of them. So there are 4 notes in every beat. We count them 1 E and 2 E and But for right now, I want you to think of them as 4 syllables, or the word watermelon. So if I say watermelon, I go watermelon. Well, that's how I would play those notes. Watermelon. That's what 16th notes sound like. So if I do 2 watermelons in a row, watermelon, watermelon. Those are 16th notes. If I use my counting that I see on the paper, it would sound like this. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. So for right now, I'm going to count to 4, and I just want you to play with me. Watermelon, 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 watermelon. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Those words are a lot to say, which is why now I want you to just think of watermelon. So this week I want you to work on your hand speed, just thinking of the word watermelon. Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon. but we're going to start slow. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. You can do that same thing using the word watermelon. Okay, that's just to get you kind of playing a little bit. Next week, we're going to talk about drum rolls, and we're going to actually start working in our lesson book. So this week, get those sticks in playing position and work on those watermelons. 16th notes. We're going to play them a lot in 5th grade. If you have any questions, you can message me on my Facebook or in Google Classroom, and we're going to be doing some live lessons very, very soon. Okay, keep practicing, and let me know if you need any help.